Yeah, so how long ago did Tokidoki come out again? I forget. That was about a month ago at this point, right?
Right. It ran in our English Shonen Jump about a month ago, though it came out back in October in, I believe, Jump Square or some of the related Jump spin-off magazines.
It was either Jump Square or I think maybe Jump Giga. It was one of those two, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so I guess do we want to talk about just quickly what Tokidoki is actually about? Give it a little synopsis just in case people may not know.
Yeah, Tokidoki is about this guy who is called Hato, and his name is a pun out of dub, and so people like call him the sound for what a pigeon makes in Japanese, which is popo. And so he discovers the secret of this a shy and usually like aloof loner kind of girl. Shoot, I don't remember her name on top of my head. But basically her secret is that she has this rare disease, cardiovascular generation. I don't remember the actual technical term, but basically,
I remember having a hard time pronouncing it, honestly.
Yeah, but basically, she has a limited amount of heartbeats, and so she can keep track of how many heartbeats she has left, but she doesn't have a lot left. She only has enough to live about 7 more years. And so she can't do any, like, really strenuous physical activity or get overly excited because that will cause her heartbeat to go up and it will shorten her lifespan. But after meeting with Popo, Popo decides to help her live her life to the fullest. And so they start hanging out together and they become really close and, a sort of a connection forms between them. And eventually, Popo finds out, she has a really great singing voice, so he recruits her into his band, because one of her biggest dreams is, she wants to be, this big singer, but of course that would, really a strain on her heartbeat, so she never, went for it. But Popo convinces her to give it a go, and she does. But, eventually, the big twist happens, and it turns out that Popo also had the same, degenerative heart disease all this time. And so he severely shortened his lifespan trying to help her because he had even less time than she did. And so, very emotionally, he helps her fulfill her dream and, continue to live life to her fullest. But he, kind of passes away during the first concert she gets to sing at. And it's a really emotional, very, tear-jerking scene. And so it's a really, really well done, emotionally charged romance story. And this, of course, as a Naoshi Komi work, it has some great comedic timing, so there are some great laughs, but, he really manages to pull the heartstrings super, super well, and, really make you feel the most for these characters. And, the ending is bittersweet because the girl still dies, but, she dies with this big smile, this big grin on her face, and it's, very it's a very bittersweet, but also heartwarming ending. And it's really, really cool one shot. That was really great.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Coming from somebody who got pretty burnt out on Nisekoi near the end, I actually really enjoyed this. I mean, again, as much as I got burnt out on that series, I feel like you can't really say that Komi doesn't have talent. He's very good at what he does, and I think he's a very talented artist and storyteller when he wants to be. When he's not, dragging out stuff like he kind of had to in Nisekoi. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one shot. I liked it a lot more than I was expecting it to, and I thought the setup was interesting. I thought the relationship between the two main characters was actually kind of endearing. A lot of really nice, sweet moments in the middle there and at the end, and I certainly didn't see the twist coming.
Yeah.
Like, I never would have thought Hato had the same disease, but like, his motivations for wanting to help her live her life kind of make a little more sense once the twist is revealed.
Yeah. She's a kindred spirit, and like, he understands where she's coming from. And like, he kind of wants to live his life to the fullest too. So they're both kind of helping each other live out their desires.
Yeah, but like overall, I just really liked it. I thought it was very emotional and very endearing. And I had a good time reading it, even though I don't think I cried at all, which is saying something because it's very easy to make me cry. But it was sad. I felt sad reading it.
Yeah.
So I think the story did its job there. And I honestly, reading this really just makes me want to read more work from Komi. And I hope that maybe he comes back to Jump to maybe do another series, or really just, gets hired for for just another anthology in general to just do another series. I like this author's work enough to where I would like to see more of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Komi has great talent for dramatic, like, story, like, drama and romances. And, he has great talent for comedy, too. But I think, like, what he did in, like, the last third of Nisekoi and, like, what he did in this one-shot, like, his ability to tell, like, a good dramatic romance story is really, really great. And I'm hoping, like, if he does continue with this genre, that he continues to focus more on that element and doesn't get bogged down in the kind of tropey things that he kind of had to do in, like, the good majority of Nisekoi that got bogged down by that. And additionally, I appreciated in this one shot, like, there were some playing with tropes and cliches that shows that Komi is very self-aware of them and knows how to write things in a clever way to put a twist on things. Like, of course, the way Hato finds out about Hatsu's condition is that he walks in on her changing, and you think it's like gonna be this one cliche scene, but like it serves a point to the plot. Like that's how he finds out, and the characters don't like react, "Oh, you pervert, like they kind of take it normally, like reasonable people. So Komi is a pretty self-aware, mangaka in terms of using tropes to his benefit.
Though, I mean, he still gets. Hato still gets slapped for it, which, I think is funnier because it happens off screen, and it's kind of one of those more visual gags where, like, you can tell he got slapped off screen because he has a hand mark on his face, which, I've talked about this on the show before. Like, part of the reason I don't like rom-coms and, things of the like are because of these tropes that just really get on my nerves, and I just don't think are funny. But I think, like you said, it serves the plot and basically gives us an opportunity to find out about her disease. And I think that, and like I said, the fact that that it happens off screen and that it serves as more of a visual gag, and on the next page, I think makes it a lot funnier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought this was a good one shot, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Komi's next work, and hopefully he can come back soon.